Hi guys, hello and welcome to another video tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn to fix a problem in Netbeans. When you run JSP, it gives you an error that the module has not been deployed, or even servlet. To fix this problem, we will be exploring several different steps. So first of all, I want you to make some changes to your Netbeans files. So for that, open the Netbeans folder. And in the Netbeans folder, so in the program files, you will be able to find your Netbeans folder. It could be Netbeans 22, Netbeans 23, doesn't matter. Open Netbeans folder and go to the etc folder. Now in the etc folder, you will find a Netbeans file. This Netbeans configuration file, first of all, needs to be dragged outside of this folder because while it stays in this folder, it would not let you make changes to it. So we will drag it out, we will make changes to it, and then we're going to be throwing back. So I'm dragging mine out to the desktop, on the desktop, and hit continue. Once it's done, you will be opening this file from your desktop. Once your file is opened, you will scroll down to the location where you have your Netbeans default options. In the Netbeans default options, you would be missing this locale en space. So add this to the line that is Netbeans default options, save the changes, close it, and then you can cut it and paste it back in the location where you copied it from. Once that is done, you have to install one more piece of software which would let you run the Glassfish web server on your in your Netbeans. So before I install the next piece of information, there is something that I want you to look. In the program files, in your Java, check to see if you have JDK 1.8. If you do not have JDK 1.8, let me take you to a website where without having to log in, you will be able to download the latest version of JDK 1.8, which is needed by the Glassfish, especially the older versions of Glassfish if you're using one. So the site that I'll be taking you to is called openlogic.com. When you are in the openlogic.com, you will click on Downloads. Then you will scroll down and you will choose the version of Java, which is Java 8. I'm using Windows operating system, 64-bit, and I'm interested in JDK, not JRE. Then the most latest one is 8U432, so I simply click on the zip. Once I click on the zip, it will download the zip file and will make it available in my downloads folder, something like this. I'll right-click on it and I'll extract. Once the extraction is done, I will get the unextracted folder. Once I have the unextracted folder, I will drag that folder, which is unextracted folder, and drop it in the program files Java folder. So let me help you locate. If you're on your C drive, open program files, open Java, and that's where you will drag and drop that unextracted folder. Once that's done, you will now fire up Netbeans. So let me close Netbeans and fire it up again. Once your Netbeans opens up, this time you will first of all make sure that your Java platforms are set up before you start creating a Glassfish server. So to set up your Java platform, under the Tools menu and click on Java Platforms. Then you will add platform by clicking on Add Platform, click Next, and then you will browse to C drive, Program Files, Java. You will click on this folder that you have moved into your program files, hit Next. It will automatically fill in all the details. Since I already have it added, that's why it's giving me an error that the platform is already added or exists. You will hit Finish and they'll be added. So make sure that it gets added. So this is step number 1, very important step. Then you need to add the servers. So again, going back to the tools and going to the servers. Then you will click on Add Server. Once you click on Add Server, you will choose Glassfish, hit Next, and from the list, I chose 4.1.1. You check the checkbox and you hit Download Now. And it downloads the whole server and good to go. That's exactly what I did. I hit the download, it went through the installation process, you hit Finish, and then after that, it will be available to you like it's available to me under my services. I have the Apache server and the Glassfish server. Once you are here under the server tab and you can see the Glassfish server is there, you can right click on the Glassfish server and hit Start. So I'm going to start the Glassfish server. Now, I need to, after the Glassfish server gets started, I will come back and create a new project. Let's say I'm creating a web application from Java Web, and I'll call it Web Application 2. Next, this is where you choose a server. So I'm choosing that I want mine to run on the Glassfish, and then hit Next. I'm not choosing any frameworks for now, and hit Finish. Once the Web Application 2 has been added, I will click on the Web Application 2 and hit the Start button, Run Project. It will come back and it's going to tell me that the project runs, and this is the URL location where the project homepage, main page is. This is my index page. Now I need to add a page. Let's say I add a JSP page called New JSP. And in this JSP page, let me add some JSP code. Java.new java.util.date. So I'm displaying the current date and time. Let me save the changes. I'll go back to my window that's running my web application, and I'll add new JSP.jsp. And here you go. Hello world, and the whole 9 yards. So I believe this should help you run it in your environment. And let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully it's going to run for you as it ran for me. Till next time, bye-bye.